At the time of recording this video, I've been on the Mounjaro jab for 7 weeks. I've taken my 8th jab right now, and I've lost 21 pounds so far. Now, most people ask me, what kind of foods am I eating? What weight loss foods should you and can you eat on GLP-1? Now, the advantage of GLP-1 is it kind of limits your appetite as it is anyway. Those cravings have disappeared. You're not binge eating crap as much as you used to. Plus, I find it kind of dials down naughty addictions as well. I'm not taking inappropriate things. I don't drink, I don't smoke, but I did used to drink a lot of like Coke and stuff like that. And this has just dialed down those urges. Anyway, what kind of weight loss foods should you be eating? I tend to find that if you eat too heavy of food, because the GLP-1 medication slows your metabolism down, then it can have awkward effects. It doesn't, for me, it doesn't cause huge discomfort. It's more of an awkward after effect. So if the meal's too heavy and I eat too late, then I'll get eggy burps and I'll have a little bit of like bloating. So what I tend to suggest is that when I take a jab on a Sunday, the first couple of days I eat lighter. So I go for soups, salads. And I don't mean you have to, go full vegan psycho. I mean, I have a little sandwich filler box, those little tubs that you can get from Tesco's or Iceland's or whatever, where they've got pre-made salad sandwich stuff. I get a tub of salad, or I make my own little salad. I dump the salad onto the plate. I dump the sandwich thing onto the plate, and that's a salad. And the advantage of that is because it's all leaves and yes, some meat and stuff, it processes through your intestines better. That way you're not, binging a whole roast dinner on your gut. Even if you are eating less of that roast dinner, it's quite a heavy thing and it takes a while to digest. Think of it like this, that because of the medication, it takes 2 to 3 times longer for it to go through your body. So if a salad was processed within an hour, it's now going to take 2 or 3. So if you're eating it 7 o'clock at night, that means it's still processing at 10, 11 o'clock at night. And then when you fall asleep, it's going to kind of ferment, like composting, but within you. So when you wake up in the morning, of course, you're going to have an eggy burp if you've had 2 cheeseburgers, a load of chips. So the weight loss food that I like to eat, as I said, in the first couple of days, salads and soups, so it's easier on your gut. I try to avoid bread, mainly because it just fills me up and bloats me quicker. And on these medications, I'm, if anything, I'm fighting to get the calories in than not eating at all. I like that within this medication, that the fact that previously I've been on soups and shakes, like weight loss, Weight Watchers, Slimming World, Slim Fast, that kind of thing, where it's just a milkshake in a bottle. And because you've drunk it, you feel empty immediately after. Whereas because you're on the medication, you can eat whatever you want within reason, and then that satiates you. So you've eaten something. I've swapped out crisps for popcorn, or you can get those pop chips. Right? If you're not too much of a fan of popcorn, you can get like pop chips where it's like popcorn but it's pressed into a circle, or last night I had them pressed into kind of like Dorito shaped things. They're called pop chips, and last night it was sweet and savory flavor, sweet and salty flavor, so like popcorn flavor. See, the difference there is that you're still eating stuff but it's lighter on your gut. It's healthier as it is anyway. Your mindset will shift that way in the first place. I have noticed that the longer I've been on this jab, the more my brain's go like, you could add some salad to that. Well, you know what? I want a little bit of broccoli. I'm actively making the choices. Should I have like sweet and sour chicken balls and some chips, which will sit quite heavy? Or should I have their chicken and broccoli? Equally as tasty, but easier to digest in the long run. Some people have gone out of their way to, continue to do Slimming World alongside this, or Weight Watchers alongside this. That's perfectly fine if you wish to. That's not going to cause any problems. As I've discussed in previous videos, it's all down to that calorie deficit. But please make sure that you're also getting the nutrients that you need. I use like multivitamins. I've also got electrolyte water drinks, that kind of thing, sports drinks. That way you don't get cramp. That way you don't get the weird headaches for not drinking enough. That way there's no like iron deficiencies or stuff like that. But tailoring the food that you eat towards what actually helps you digest without feeling bloated will certainly help you. So, in summary, fruit, salads, get rid of the bread. You can still eat easy to digest meats like chicken. I would just advise that if you're going to go with red meat, that once again, it's heavier and more dense, so it does take a little while to digest. And bear in mind that stuff will take 2 to 3 times longer to digest. So when you used to have like a packet of crisp or whatever before you go to bed, that might cause you a problem because it's still sat in your gut 3, 4, 5, 6 hours later. I tend to stop eating now by about 8 o'clock at night and I go to bed at 10:30. That way, my body's had a chance to digest what's in my gut, and then I don't turn into a sleeping compost heap for the morning. I'm Alan. I'm losing it. Are you?